Something that sadly nowadays happens all the time in many neighborhoods, but we rarely see it until tonight. Those are shots fired, a drive-by shooting at an East Bay mall. A CBS 5 crew was there as the bullets started flying and people were hit. This all happened just 100 yards from a police substation in the Eastmont Mall parking lot on 73rd Avenue, MacArthur Boulevard in Oakland. And we have exclusive video of the shooting and the aftermath. CBS 5's Manuel Ramos and our cameraman, Robert Moonen, were in the middle doing another story when this happened right in front of you, Manny. What was it like?
Well, it's pretty frightening, Kenny. I've got to tell you that I've covered a lot of drive-by shootings, but not while bullets were still flying. Now, this story you're about to see is as close as you want to get to a classic Bay Area shooting.
The gunfire started during an interview we were conducting with a police sergeant.
What do the officers have to do? They just have to keep their eyes out when they're driving and doing everything else? Is it possible? Oh, geez, let's go. Go, go, go.
Patrol cars sped to the sound of the shooting. We saw a wounded young man limping as fast as he could from the danger.
He's wounded, he's wounded, he's wounded. He's over here. Did they get you?
Police surrounded the parking lot, and I could hear someone screaming in pain.
Just be quiet. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Cálmate, cálmate, señor. Cálmate, cálmate, okay? Hasta ahora. Te vas a frenar, cálmate.
A woman was slumped in the front seat of a car. She'd been shot in the leg, and she was calling for her son.
¿Dónde está? Tu hijo, ¿dónde está? Where is he?
They must have did shoot her. They just came running with guns. She got shot in her leg. Her leg was really bleeding.
Send the paramedics. We have the injury up there.
The shooting started at a bus stop where dozens of people were waiting.
I was so shocked. I was just standing there and actually feel wherever the bullets hit at, something was hit up against my leg. So I don't know I don't know if he hit the ground. I think he was just shooting. He was just shooting aimlessly, and he shot by like about 4 or 5 times.
The bullet casings are right here, so he did most of his shooting at this location. But then he started running in that direction and was still shooting.
The young boy ran between the cars. That's how she got hit.
He shot the woman in the car by mistake, and the young man we saw limping away wasn't his target either, say police. He missed the person he was trying to kill, say officers. One of his strays blew out the window of a car. The owner was still shaken up.
And I'm just kind of nervous and stuff, because I can't believe that this will happen at Eastmont Mall. They cleared it up from so many years ago. It's peaceful. Now it's this, and it makes you nervous if you're coming up over here.
Even more shocking is that the shooting was less than 100 yards from an Oakland police station. This man was at the police station to attend a Crime Stoppers meeting.
It's just a shame that that type of thing would happen here right in front of the police department. No regards. I can't believe it myself.
A shooter so brazen that he did it within earshot of armed police officers.
And doing everything else. Now, the gunman is still at large, Kenny. We are told that he is a young man with a shaved head. He was last seen running in our direction, according to witnesses, so it sounds like we passed him as we were running to the victims.
Unbelievable, Manny. Now, you hear the report from those rounds, okay? You're talking to this police officer. At what point in your mind does this click that, hey, this is gunfire and it's happening really close to me?
Pretty quickly. As soon as the shots went off, I recognized that that's gunfire. I saw the police officer's eyes kind of alert, and as soon as he turned, we knew that we were in the middle of some kind of a shooting, and we just started running. I mean, I've heard shooting before. I've been in this business 30 years, so I've been around shooting before. This is pretty close to what I've seen before. So, and I just decided to run toward it. Robert decided to run toward it. And I've got to tell you that. I think if we were alone, we probably wouldn't have, but we were surrounded by a lot of police officers, and I've got to give them a lot of credit, Kenny. Oakland police officers, as soon as they heard the gunfire, everyone around me turned around and started running toward the gunfire. They never hesitated for a moment.
Yeah, a lot of bravery out there, and also some brazen activity, too. I mean, you look at how many people were hit here who were not the intended targets, and that's what we see on a nightly basis in the Bay Area, people who are not the intended targets getting smacked. And that's exactly what you guys shot today.
Absolutely. There were a lot of people here. As a matter of fact, that may have contributed to the gunman getting away. There were so many people running around in so many different directions. He may have gotten back into his car and taken off. We're not really sure, but there were people coming out of restaurants as soon as they heard the shooting. There were people screaming and yelling. You and I have covered these kind of stories before. We get to witnesses and they tell us, oh, there was so much confusion, I'm not sure what happened. Well, now that I've been around one, now I know. They're right. There's just people running in different directions, people scared and trying to take cover and trying to figure out what's going on.
It's not a pleasant thing, but we brought it into the homes of people in the Bay Area so they can see what happens every day on our streets. Manny Ramos in Oakland tonight. Thank you.